Hi guys, I'm Kida Christine and welcome to my channel. I make tech related videos as well as lifestyle content, so if you're into that kind of stuff, please do hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. So let's dive in. In this video, we'll be exploring the differences between software engineering and software development. Yes, they are different. Well, many a times these two terms are often used interchangeably, mainly because both of these roles involve creating and maintaining software. In many organizations, these terms are used based on the company's culture, tradition, or even preference, and here's why. The overlapping of responsibilities. We've already mentioned that both of these roles involve the creating, writing of code, debugging, basically working on software projects. So the day-to-day tasks of a software engineer versus a software developer may at times look similar, especially in smaller companies where roles are not clearly defined. Other reasons why these two terms may be used interchangeably is because of industry practices, perception and prestige, and maybe historical and regional practices. In some countries or regions, engineer has much more of a legal or education connotation to it, whilst developer is much more of a general term, With industry practices, some companies just prefer using software engineer or software developer, regardless of the scope of work. Guys, let's also be frank. The term engineer has some weight to it. So it somewhat gives off a much more prestigious or formal title. And at times, the term engineer may be used to reflect the level of expertise and responsibility. So companies may prefer to use software engineer to sort of attract talent and to just elevate the status of the role. So now let's really dive into the key differences between software developer and a software engineer by really looking at what each role involves and how they basically differ. A software developer focuses on writing code, testing, and maintaining the code. Typically works on specific components or parts of the project and is more hands-on or much more hands-on with the coding and development of software applications. So a good example would be a software developer being given a feature or a task, to build a login feature or a shopping cart within a software application or a web application. Whilst a software engineer involves a much broader scope, including design, development, and at times managing those complex systems. They often require understanding of the entire system architecture and working with different components within the tech stack. Software engineers may be involved in the planning, the designing, and the scaling of systems, and not just writing code. So a good example of what a software engineer would be tasked to do is to design an overall architecture of a large, maybe web application, ensuring that the different components within the system work together. So in a nutshell, developers focus on features and smaller parts or components within a system, whilst engineers take a much holistic approach and basically deal with the entire system. Then there's also a difference when it comes to the collaboration and team structure. Developers are most likely to collaborate with other developers and potentially designers, while software engineers might work with cross-platform teams, including DevOps, clients, developers, project managers, etc. There is also a major difference when it comes to the educational skills. Yes, both a software developer and a software engineer need very strong programming skills and very strong problem-solving abilities and familiarity with software development methodologies. However, engineers may require a much more deeper understanding of computer science principles, algorithms, data structures, and system design, whilst developers just focus on mastering certain programming languages, frameworks, and tools relevant to their tasks. There's also a difference when it comes to the career path and opportunities. Software developers can specialize in front-end, back-end, mobile applications, etc. May evolve into software developers, technical leads, or even software engineers, with experience. While software can progress to roles like senior software engineer, architect, and CTO, so they often have a broader range of opportunities, seeing that they have a broader range of skills There's also a difference when it comes to problem solving approach. Developers are most likely to solve problems within the components of features, so smaller scaled problems, whilst software engineers have to go a little deeper because they are looking out for the entire system. So they could be looking at optimization, scalability, basically the entire system. Basically, problem solving for system-wide issues. So yeah, there you have it. Key differences between a software developer and a software engineer. Even though these terms may be used interchangeably, they are quite different in their own ways. So guys, if you found this video helpful and you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. Like the video, please leave your comments down below, as well as suggestions on what kind of videos you'd like to see from me in the future. Guys, stay tuned and thank you for watching. Bye.